Hello from finishfirstseo.com and welcome to this new video where we're going to discuss how to use Web 2.0 properties for your link building strategies and for your link building campaigns. So let's start. Now I have created a folder here which includes 4 main text files and we're going to review them one by one. So the first thing that you want to have is of course a Web 2.0 properties list. Now this file here is empty and here's why. Now I want you to create your own Web 2.0 properties list, and how you do that is pretty much very simple. So the way to do it is to Google Web 2.0 properties list, and eventually you can open a new tab here and do the same thing, but type in Web 2.0 properties. Okay. So what you want to create is a list of given from some websites. These are the Web 2.0 properties that are given by these specific websites. So you want to copy all of these sites that we have here. Then you can use all the sites on the first page. As you can see, we have, for example, this second a link is for free 290 Web 2.0 properties, and this is for 2017. And you can copy all these sites that we have here. And once you do that, you want to, of course, remove the duplicates, clean all the lists, of course. And now how do you can do that? Well, you can again go to Google and use a tool called remove. Now we can type in remove duplicate lines, and the tool that you can use is by textmechanic.com, which removes the duplicate lines. The other thing that you can do is to simply use Scrapebox if you have it, and do a search for, actually do scraping for the following keywords. For example, create your own website, free website builder, build a website for free. Then when you get the results here, you can remove the duplicate domains, and you have one very big list of Web 2.0 properties to use. Now this is the first step. Obviously this video is not for the newbies. It's aimed towards people who have been using Web 2.0 properties in their link building strategies, but they're wondering what is the best way to use the Web 2.0 properties or how to get the best results from them. So we move on to the second thing, which is the Web 2.0 link building strategy. Now, if I have to do link building with Web 2.0 properties, this is the way I'm gonna do it. I have been doing these strategies for probably the past 7 years, and of course I can't list every single detail, but this is pretty much the basics and in my opinion the best way to use Web 2.0 properties. So we want to divide the list of Web 2.0 properties of do follow, so we won't have do follow Web 2.0 properties, and no follow. How you do that? Well, this is the little bit hard part where you have to register on all the platforms and post an article with a link. Now you can, for example, use an article. For example, you can Google fitness, how to build, for example, bigger muscles fast. And then you can search for some articles here, and you can copy paste this article the way it is to all Web 2.0 properties. Now we are doing this for the sole purpose of finding out which Web 2.0 properties are do follow, which are no follow, and there's an extension for Firefox called no do follow. And if you go to Google again, you can search for no do follow Firefox extension. Chrome browser has a similar extension, but Most of the time I'm using Firefox. So you can install this, and when you right click and turn it on, you'll see which links are do follow. In blue, these links are do follow, and in red, on this page we don't have, but in red we have no follow links. Typically the no follow links, for example for this website, I think that they will be in the comment section. So let's see. Yeah, we have so yeah, these are pretty much no follow links. And if, as I said, if the particular anchor text is highlighted in blue, then it is do follow. If it is in red, then it is no follow. And you have to create a list of do follow and no follow Web 2.0 properties. I suggest to build tiered links, or in other words, to build more backlinks only to the do follow tier 1 links. But of course it is a good strategy to have no follow links on the first tier, but there isn't that much point to build links to those no follow first tier links. And after that, we must find out what is the indexing rate of these Web 2.0 properties. For this for this second point, we want to use an indexing service. For example, we can use Linklicious, Express Indexer. I suggest to use Express Indexer. You can sign up for this service, and you can sign up for it, then submit your links, and eventually you can also use tools like GSA search engine, GSA SEO indexer, and some other services. The point is to use several services, submit all of your links, and find which platforms are indexing faster. It usually takes up to, let's say, 2 to 3 weeks to see the full indexing rate. And let's say that you have used, for example, 200 platforms, and you have a 70% indexing rate, which leaves us with so we have 140 Web 2.0 properties which index good. But out of these Web 2.0 properties, for example, we have, let's say we have 80 do follow platforms, and how many we have? This is 60 no follow. So these 80 do follow platforms will be used for the tiered link building. Okay, and after all of this, we must determine what is the stick rate. This means whether a Web 2.0 property will be deleted, and the usual time frame for checking this is 1 month. So if we create a Web 2.0 property, let's say it is created on April 1st, so like that, and it is still live on the 1st of May, then this Web 2.0 platform is good. You only want to have the Web 2.0s with the highest indexing rates. All platforms that don't index are removed from the list, and all platforms that do not stick after 1 month are again removed from the list. So you have a very good list after you do all of this. And then we move on to pre-selection of the Web 2.0 properties. When you select the right Web 2.0 properties, you can do, for example, you can use them for link building without worrying for first year deleted or dead Web 2.0 properties, which is very important. We mentioned this a few seconds ago. And then you can also do further development of the Web 2.0 properties. In other words, you can view them as mini websites. So you can add additional pages, additional posts, and you can do tiered link building to the Web 2.0 properties. I suggest to build backlinks only to the do follow Web 2.0 properties for best results. And of course, you can automate the Web 2.0 creation by using tools such as ZeroPoster or GSA SER, as long as there's no heavy JavaScript code usage, and eventually you can use Magic Submitter as well. The builder has actually there is a module in Magic Submitter where you can code your own websites, and drag and drop functions are also supported, or you can hire a programmer, but it is very expensive. We do have a few guys in-house who manage several. They manage about, I think that right now they manage 130 Web 2.0 platforms, which we use on the first year for our projects. And the other thing that we are left with is to hire a virtual assistant to do the Web 2.0 creation for you. And this is something that most of the people do, and we actually do this for a lot of our clients as well, because we want to make sure that everything is perfect. And then what we have is anchor text usage. This is very important. So I suggest to use exact match anchor text. Up to 5% of your anchor text can be exact match, no more than that. And you can use partial match anchor text as well. So for example, let's say that if we have exact match anchor text fitness exercises, then partial match can be, for example, best fitness exercises. This is our exact match, and it is contained in this whole phrase. So this is a partial match anchor text. And then we have LSI keywords. Now these keywords can be anything niche related. So they can be fitness, training, bodybuilding, and of course they can be 2 words, 3 words. So we can have bodybuilding tips and so on. So these are our LSI keywords, and I suggest 50% of the anchor text to be with LSI keywords. Then we have random words. Now they can be click here, learn more, and any random word in the article. So this is pretty much everything that covers the random words. And then we have naked URLs. So for example, if we are promoting, let's say, fitness.com, if this is our website, then this is our naked URL. And we have, again, 5% exact match, partial match 15%, LSI keywords 50%, random words 25%, naked URLs 5%. Okay, and then we have content. Now for best results, I suggest on the first year to use original, which is a bit expensive, original content, meaning that, for example, if you want to create, let's say 10 backlinks from Web 2.0 properties, you want to have 10 original articles. And even if they're very cheap, you know, if you want to make more links, the price adds up a lot. So we're left with the better option, which is manually spun content, or spun automatically by a program. For example, not a program, yeah, actually you can use programs, but most of the time online services such as wordai.com or Spin Rewriter are better at this job. So the other option is to have a spun and edited article. This means manually edited or reviewed by you. This is what I mean, actually. Reviewed by you, or for example by your virtual assistant. And on the second tier, we won't have manually spun or spun and edited articles again. And on the third tier, again, this option. Now you can use straight spun content and not edit this content, but I don't suggest this option for the best results. Now on the second tier, what you can build in terms of backlink types, you can use again Web 2.0 properties, but for example a little bit lower quality. And then you can also use PBN links, high or low quality PBN links. Then you can also use, for example, GSA SER, but I suggest only the best contextual platforms. And you should also take in mind that these platforms that you're using must have a good stick rate. In other words, for example, if you want to build backlinks using GSA SER on the second tier, most of the time you want to use platforms which are using third-party captchas. In other words, captchas that cannot be solved by the GSA Captcha Breaker program, because these platforms are not that spammed to that, and they usually stick for longer periods of time. Usually they stick for 2 to 3 months, which is enough to see results for your Web 2.0 properties on the first tier. But I do suggest to use only these two. In other words, we want to have permanent 2 tiers, the first tier and the second tier, and this is usually done in order to have better rankings, of course, but those rankings must stick. So if you rank, for example, let's say that you use this strategy and you rank, for example, on the second spot on the first page, and if you rank that spot, then if you don't build any more links and your niche is not that competitive, you can expect to dance between positions, let's say 1 to 5 in the first few months of stopping the link building campaigns, and let's say from positions 1 to 10 in the second, or let's say in month 3, 4, and after that as well. But if the first tier links drop, then you immediately get on the second page, or even worse, you'll get on the third and fourth and pages beyond. And this is again a valid statement if the second tier links drop as well. So you won't have permanent at least 2 tiers. And then we move on to the third tier, which is again should, in the best possible way, it should be spun and edited. But you can use tools such as GSA SER. Of course, you can use, I don't suggest to use profile links, but you can use Xroomer as well, and Scrapebox, for example, as well. But try to build as much as possible. Do follow tier 2 and tier 3 links. So for example, you can use 80-20 do follow and no follow on the second tier, and for example 60-40 on the third tier. So yeah, that's a pretty good link building strategy, and it is not that hard to execute as well. And you will be able to rank medium competitive keywords without problems after several months of implementing this strategy. However, for best results, I do suggest, of course, to use very high quality guest posts, PBN links, and other types of very high quality contextual links coming from strong sites in order to see results faster. And this is one of the strategies that we use for our client sites, for our own websites, and we're using this strategy with great success. So if you want to get the same strategy executed for your website as well, or to create a full link building campaign for your particular website, then visit our site at finishfirstseo.com. And just a moment. And after you go to our website, what you want to do is to send us an email or call us, whichever is fine for you. And just make sure to write your name, email, your website URL, main keywords, and minimum budget and maximum budget that you can spend on our services. This is a very important note. And for more information, please look at our pricing, because our pricing model is very unique, and we believe that this is the best pricing model for any type of business which wants to use SEO services in order to achieve higher rankings in the search engines. So thank you for watching. This was the video for today. If you're interested in using SEO services, make sure to visit our website, contact us, and we'll get back to you within one business day. Thank you for watching.